Hello Canadian pageant fans and pageant fans around the world. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. My name is Natalie and I'm so excited to present to you my predictions for Miss World Canada 2020. Miss World Canada does not only crown a representative to go to Miss World, but there are 5 titles. So on Saturday, they will be crowning a Miss World Canada, a Miss Supranational Canada, a Miss Intercontinental Canada, a Miss Earth Canada, and a Miss Grand Canada. A couple things I noticed about the overall organization as a spectator, what I can see and what I really liked. I really love the coverage. As a pageant fan, it is so important to be able to see what's going on during the pageant. I mean, especially during COVID-19 where we cannot buy tickets to the final show. Us pageant fans are dying over here. We need to see coverage. We need to see who's competing and how they're doing. So I think that Miss World Canada has done a really good job at promoting what's going on in the competition, even though there are some unique circumstances this year. It is a great group of girls. We had some last minute entries come in after the results of Miss Universe Canada happened. So we had a couple people come in that competed at Miss Universe Canada and decided to come to Miss World Canada a week later and compete. So that was really interesting to see. We have such a strong group and I'm really excited to dive into these predictions. I really like that there was a stream for the preliminaries. That is so rare to see. Usually you'll catch a preliminary stream from a fan in the audience, but never an official stream for preliminaries. So that was really nice to see. And it's also nice to see that there are free streams. So there was a free stream for preliminaries and the finals on Saturday night will be streamed for free as well. I also love that they incorporated the head-to-head challenge that happens at Miss World. I think it's so important to have good public speaking skills, especially if you're headed to Miss World. Miss World is quite the refined pageant. They're looking for someone that can be a spokesperson for them and for their causes. So I'm really happy that Miss World Canada is introducing the head-to-head challenge, giving girls more of an opportunity to speak. I think that a lot of times in national pageants, they are perceived as a beauty pageant. I love that they're highlighting public speaking skills more and how important that is when you are representing Canada at a pageant. Okay, before I get into my selections, I just want to put out a little disclaimer because I'm not one to do predictions for local pageants or Canadian pageants, just because I do know a lot of the girls competing. Pageants in Canada are kind of like a sisterhood and, you know, I've been competing for over 10 years. So I've gotten to know a lot of amazing young women through the pageant industry in Canada and I never mean to offend anyone. I am not a judge. I am hundreds and hundreds of kilometers away from the event. So I am just going off what I've seen in preliminaries, what I saw in the head-to-head challenge, and what I'm seeing on social media. So this is just for fun and it's to create a little bit more entertainment for the Canadian pageant fan world and hopefully people all across the globe as well. So I picked a top 15. And with that top 15, what I really looked for was strong stage presence and preliminaries. I think it's really important to command the stage when you walk out, to be able to stand next to women that are training in their countries for years and years and years to represent their country. Stage presence is so important and I really did see some girls stand out and I have seen some girls improve over the years. I've been able to watch girls, again, back from like 2011 compete now and to see them grow, it's absolutely amazing. I also looked at just their social media presence, how they did in different competitions. So fitness, head-to-head challenge, beauty with a purpose. Did they place in those? Did they place in all? Did they place in none? These things do matter for the top 15. So I really wanted to make sure that I incorporated these things as well. So without further ado, here are my top 15. in the past, Miss World Canada had a top 6. Because there are 5 titles, I would be really shocked to see a top 6, leaving one girl with kind of nothing and just kind of standing there like, ah. So it was really hard to narrow it down to 5 winners, to 5 titles, especially because I don't know how the organization is going to go about picking this, because we do have some girls competing that have won some of these titles before, that are either too old to enter those specific international pageants. So I'm not really sure how the Miss World Canada organization is going to place their winners, but the way I am doing it is kind of, once you get to the top 5, you're going to go to the pageant that either you haven't been to before, that suits your age, that suits kind of your personality on stage and that sort of thing. So that is how I'm placing my winners. I have 9 girls that I believe could make it into the top 5 and I could see winning a title. It was really hard to narrow it down to 5, so I'm going to give honorable mentions to all 9 of these girls and explain why I believe they can make it to the top. Sarah Winter was a last-minute submission. She competed at Miss Universe Canada this year. She's one of those seasoned pageant queens. She's represented internationally. She's done several pageants in Canada, and she definitely knows what to do. She really stood out to me in fun fashion. She had these gorgeous boots on, and she pulled them off. Overall, she was pretty consistent during preliminaries, and she also placed in the head-to-head challenge, so I see her up there for sure. Matea Henderson. So I've been able to know Matea for a few years, and this girl can do a pageant in her sleep. She is very genuine about how she competes, and I think that she would fit well for some of these titles. So Matea won Miss Earth Canada last year, and she also was Miss Intercontinental Canada. So those 2 titles are out for her. She has 3 titles to potentially win. I need to talk about Ayana Santana. Okay, I did not see this girl coming just because I didn't know her going into the pageant, but wow. This girl is young, but she is a firecracker. She has such stage presence. She's an amazing singer, speaker. She was one of the 2 young women that were top 5 in both Beauty with a Purpose and head-to-head challenge, so she can speak. I definitely see her in the top 5. It'll just depend on her age and different factors like that. I see her in Miss Supranational Canada or Miss Grand Canada just because of that firecracker nature she has when she walks on stage, but she would make a great Miss World Canada, Miss Intercontinental Canada, or Miss Earth Canada as well. I see her taking one of those titles, absolutely. Erin Chapman is one of my greatest pageant friends, so of course I'm a little biased when I am watching Erin because I'm one of her friends, so I'm like, go girl! I competed with Erin Chapman in 2018 and we bonded, we became great friends. And that's what pageants really are all about. It's about forming these bonds, and I'm just so happy that she's back for a 3rd time. She came back last year and placed in the top 6, and this year I'm hoping she can take home a crown. She has come a long way. She's trained very hard for this year, and she was also one of the 2 delegates to be a finalist in the head-to-head challenge and Beauty with a Purpose. I heard her Beauty with a Purpose speech last night, and to me it felt very genuine. She had big plans for her cause, and I would give her the Beauty with a Purpose award, but who knows? We have Haley B. Haley was crowned Miss Ontario World at the preliminary for Miss World Canada, and she is just so amazing on stage. Her gown was stellar. She was top in the head-to-head challenge as well, so I really think that she's going to make it very far, because if you think about it, guys, all of the scores have been tabulated. What's left is finals. So who can bring it on stage now? That's the girl that's gonna make it to the top 5, and that's when they get that microphone in their hands, and then it's decided. So I'm picking girls that I know will make it to the top 15, but that I know can deliver in finals that'll bring them all the way to the end. Maria G. Maria G is also known online as the pageant gal. She is a pageant coach, and she is truly a genuine young lady. I competed with her virtually at Miss Earth Canada 2020 this year, and I got to know her a little bit. She is just such a genuine person, a great soul, very beautiful. I loved her gown. She had the hair flip in the swimsuit. She just had total confidence. Alice Lee. Alice Lee is one of those girls that I competed in pageants pageants with way back in the day in 2011 at Miss Teenage Canada. And so I've been able to watch her grow throughout all these years. I competed with her again at Miss World Canada in 2018, where she was crowned Miss Intercontinental Canada. So I know Alice has the experience it takes to make it all the way. I loved her presentation last night in preliminaries. I think that she has what it takes to rock the stage on Saturday. So it'll be very interesting to see how far she goes and what she can do. Sasha Lombardi. Sasha has competed at Miss Universe Canada several times and she's placed in the top 5 several times. So she's extremely experienced. Not that experience matters to get you that crown, but when it comes to competing on that Saturday night, experience helps because nerves kick in and it's almost like second nature to these girls that have competed for years and years. So I know that Sasha can turn it out on stage. I see her in the top 5, absolutely. She was a Beauty with a Purpose finalist as well. So I see her up there, absolutely. And finally, I threw in Svetlana. Svetlana competed at Miss World Canada my year as well, and I got to sit beside her at one of the dinners. Got to know her, a very kind individual. She's competed at Miss Universe Canada a couple times now, and she has been very strong in those competitions. So again, I know she can turn it out on stage. I watched her compete at Miss Universe Canada a couple weeks ago, so I see her up there as well. So the true nature of a predictions video is to put people at the end and to put your selections. I am going to let you know who I think will be crowned tomorrow. So let's start with, I think that Miss Earth Canada will go to either Maria or Sasha. And the reason I think that is because I competed with Maria at Miss Earth Canada and she's just so kind and truly does care about the environment. So I would love to see it go to her. I also see Sasha representing our country's environment. She is extremely well-spoken and has traveled the world, so she knows firsthand the issues that the environment is facing, and I would see her as that title holder as well. Next, I'm going to crown Miss Intercontinental Canada. I see Erwin being crowned Miss Intercontinental Canada, and the reason I say this is I just see her competing at that pageant. She has this personality that I believe Miss Intercontinental needs, and I definitely see her in the top 5, so I'm going to put her as Miss Intercontinental Canada. Next is Miss Grand Canada. So I was lucky enough to compete at Miss Grand International in 2013, and so I was Miss Grand Canada 2013. So this one's really special to me, and at Miss Grand International, you need to be able to bring fire on stage. You need to have that Miss Universe kind of vibe, and so I see it going to either Svetlana or Aona. I hope I'm saying that right. Just because of their presentations on preliminary night, I see Aona just being that firecracker on stage and Svetlana having that fire yet sophistication that Miss Grand International really likes. For Miss Supranational Canada, again, I think that you need that fire when you're competing, and so I'm going to give it to either Aona or Alice. Alice also has great stage presence, in my opinion. She's come such a long way. And so I see Aona or Alice at Miss Supranational. And finally, for Miss World Canada, I don't really see anybody else taking it other than Sarah Winter, but I would also put Matea Henderson there. Matea Henderson has won Miss Intercontinental Canada and Miss Earth Canada already, so she can't go to those again, sadly. I do see her more for the world system as opposed to the grand or supra systems, just because she has that sweet disposition and she's just so kind. So I think that Miss World would welcome her with open arms, but I do see it going to Sarah Winter this year. Again, Sarah can go to any other of the pageants, so it's going to be what Miss World Canada wants to do, how they want to award the titles to the top 5. So that stuff I don't really know. All of the other girls that I mentioned would make great queens as well. So these are my picks, guys. So don't forget to subscribe, click that notification bell. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to walk away with a title, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye. And we'll see you later for the final review of Miss World Canada 2020. Good luck, everyone.